Welcome to our channel. Before we get started, please consider liking and subscribing so we can bring more stories like this to you.
In the bustling heart of a city teeming with ambition and innovation, Dr. Emily Carter stood at the forefront of medical research, a fierce and determined scientist. She had spent years unlocking the secrets of a deadly disease that had devastated countless lives. With every late-night experiment and fervent discussion in the lab, her dream of finding a cure began to crystallize into reality. Little did she know, her groundbreaking discovery would soon paint a target on her back. Enter Jason Statham, a formidable protector with a shadowy past that hinted at his ability to confront danger head-on. Known for his unwavering loyalty and unmatched combat skills, he thrived in the realm of uncertainty. When fate brought these two together, an undeniable chemistry sparked between science and strength. As Emily unveiled her revolutionary findings, the stakes rose dramatically. Jason sensed the dark forces lurking in the background, ready to pounce. Together, they would soon become an inseparable team, battling both external threats and their own internal demons for the sake of hope and humanity. As the days turned into nights in her dimly lit laboratory, Dr. Emily Carter's relentless pursuit of a cure began to bear fruit. After countless trials and errors, she discovered a unique compound that not only halted the progression of the deadly disease but also reversed its effects in preliminary tests. The implications were staggering. This breakthrough could save millions of lives, offering hope where there was once despair. However, urgency tinged every moment. The disease had claimed far too many victims, and with each passing day, the stakes grew higher. Emily knew that time was not on her side. She was racing against both the clock and powerful adversaries eager to suppress her findings for profit. As news of her discovery spread through whispers in the academic community, so did the awareness of the potential threat to her safety and this charged atmosphere of anticipation and dread. Emily felt an indomitable spirit rising within her. Driven by a sense of responsibility, she prepared to unveil her work to the world while knowing that danger loomed just beyond the horizon. As Dr. Emily Carter's groundbreaking research gained attention, it also caught the eye of sinister forces lurking in the shadows. These ruthless saboteurs, a coalition of pharmaceutical executives and mercenaries, saw her discovery as a direct threat to their lucrative empires built on treating the disease, rather than curing it. Motivated by greed and the desire to maintain their control over a vast market, they began plotting to undermine her work at any cost. The organization was extensive, with deep pockets and connections that spread through legal and illegal channels alike. They hired skilled assassins and hackers, determined to silence Emily before she could present her findings to the world. Surveillance teams tracked her every move, using cutting-edge technology to glean information about her research and personal life. As threats escalated, whispers of sabotage filled the air, lab equipment mysteriously malfunctioned, crucial data went missing, and ominous messages surfaced in Emily's emails. Each incident served as a grim reminder that the clock was ticking, urging Jason to intensify his protective vigilance around Emily and her life-saving work. The tension in the air crackled as Dr. Emily Carter prepared to leave her lab late one evening, her mind still racing with thoughts of her research. Unbeknownst to her, a pair of assassins lay in wait just outside the building's entrance, their eyes focused on the door. When Emily stepped outside, a chill swept over her, but before she could comprehend the danger, chaos erupted. The assassins lunged forward, weapons drawn. Jason, who had been monitoring the area from a discreet vantage point, sprang into action the moment he sensed trouble. In a heartbeat, he was upon them, utilizing his combat training to disarm one attacker while simultaneously sending a swift kick to the other's torso. In the fray, Jason shouted for Emily to take cover as he engaged in a fierce struggle with both assailants. Every instinct kicked in. This was no longer just about protecting her research. This was about saving her life. With adrenaline coursing through his veins and an unwavering determination in his heart, Jason fought relentlessly to shield Emily from harm. After narrowly escaping the assassination attempt, Jason and Emily realized they needed a solid escape plan to ensure her safety while allowing her to continue her groundbreaking research. Seated in the dim light of Emily's lab, Jason outlined a strategy that combined stealth with efficiency. He suggested relocating her work to an undisclosed safe house where they could both focus on the research without the constant threat of attackers. Emily listened intently, her determination mirroring Jason's resolve. Together, they mapped out potential routes and created a list of essential equipment to transport. Jason emphasized teamwork, encouraging Emily to leverage her scientific expertise for their survival. They practiced quick communication signals to ensure they remained coordinated during any unforeseen dangers. As days passed, their bond deepened. They shared moments of laughter amidst the tension and exchanged stories about their lives before this perilous journey. With each passing day, their camaraderie grew stronger, transforming them from mere allies into a united front against the ruthless forces pursuing them. Their shared purpose ignited an unwavering hope that together, they could overcome anything thrown their way. With their escape plan in motion, Jason and Emily raced through the winding streets of the city, adrenaline surging as they navigated toward safety. Suddenly, a black SUV emerged from a side street. Veering dangerously close to them, Jason's instincts kicked in. He swiftly maneuvered their vehicle to avoid a collision, but the assailants inside were undeterred. They began firing shots, shattering the rear window. "Hold on!" Jason shouted as he accelerated, weaving expertly through traffic while keeping an eye on Emily's determined face. She clutched her research notes tightly. Refusing to abandon her vital work even under fire, Jason executed a series of daring maneuvers. Skidding around corners and using alleyways as shortcuts, he disabled the pursuing SUV with a well-placed maneuver that sent it crashing into a nearby wall. But no sooner had they caught their breath than another wave of attackers emerged from an abandoned warehouse ahead. In the ensuing chaos, Jason fought off multiple assailants with precise strikes while Emily strategized from the passenger seat, directing him toward their next escape route. Their synergy was undeniable, each fueled by an unwavering commitment to survive and protect her groundbreaking research at all costs. The saboteurs pursuing Dr. Emily Carter were not just ruthless mercenaries. They were the product of a corrupt system rooted in the pharmaceutical industry. Led by Victor Hale, a former CEO of a major drug company, this coalition had thrived on treating diseases rather than curing them. Their profits depended on keeping patients reliant on long-term medications, and Emily's breakthrough posed a direct threat to their business model. Victor's motivations were deeply personal. He had lost his own daughter to the disease that Emily was on the brink of curing. Rather than support her efforts, he channeled his grief into a vendetta against anyone who might disrupt his carefully constructed empire. The other members of his team were similarly driven by greed and ambition, each looking to secure their positions within the lucrative market. Together, they orchestrated a plan that included hiring skilled assassins and deploying hackers to infiltrate Emily's research. With resources that stretched across legal and illegal channels, they aimed to silence her before she could unravel the web of deceit binding their empire together, illustrating how far they were willing to go to protect their interests. In the quiet moments following their harrowing escape, Jason and Emily found refuge in a secluded cabin. The world outside still fraught with danger as they settled down for the night. The flickering candlelight cast soft shadows on their faces, creating an atmosphere of intimacy amidst chaos. Emily broke the silence first, her voice barely above a whisper as she shared her childhood memories of her father, a doctor who inspired her passion for medicine. Jason listened intently, his usually guarded demeanor softening as she spoke about the sacrifices her family made to support her education and dreams. In turn, he opened up about his own past, echoes of loss and betrayal that had shaped him into the protector he was today. He revealed how he once lost everything after trusting the wrong people. In that moment of vulnerability, they recognized their shared humanity. Each story laid bare their fears and hopes, solidifying their partnership against adversity and reminding them that together, they were stronger than the threats hunting them. With newfound resolve, they turned back to their mission. Not just to survive but to make a difference in the world. The air was thick with tension as Jason and Emily prepared for the final showdown against Victor Hale and his mercenaries. Hidden in an abandoned warehouse, where Emily's research was covertly being stored, they set up a defensive perimeter, knowing that the saboteurs would stop at nothing to reclaim their hold on power. As darkness enveloped the night, the sound of revving engines echoed outside, signaling the impending confrontation. Jason's heart raced as he tightened his grip on his weapon, glancing at Emily, who stood resolute, clutching her laptop containing the data that could change the world. When the doors burst open, a hail of gunfire erupted, illuminating the warehouse with flashes of chaos. Jason instinctively moved to shield Emily, expertly returning fire while orchestrating their defense. The two worked in perfect synchrony, dodging bullets and taking down attackers, driven by a shared mission to protect her research at all costs. The odds were steep, but with each assailant that fell, their determination burned brighter. This battle was for more than survival. It was for hope itself. As the dust settled in the wake of the intense battle, Jason and Emily stood amidst the remnants of chaos, their breaths heavy but victorious. The saboteurs lay defeated, and Victor Hale's empire of greed crumbled before them. With the immediate threat neutralized, they turned their attention to ensuring the safety of Emily's groundbreaking research. Together, they secured the data that held the promise of a cure, carefully backing it up in multiple locations to prevent any future attempts at sabotage. In that moment, Emily's eyes sparkled with renewed hope, knowing that her work could now reach those who needed it most. With law enforcement en route to clean up the aftermath, Jason and Emily shared a quiet glance filled with gratitude and understanding. They had faced overwhelming odds and emerged stronger. As dawn broke on the horizon, casting warm light into the warehouse, they realized that their journey was far from over. Together, they would advocate for change and bring hope to countless lives, proving that resilience could triumph over darkness. Months after their harrowing ordeal, Dr. Emily Carter's research had begun to take root in hospitals and clinics across the globe, offering a revolutionary cure that transformed lives and reshaped the landscape of medicine. Communities once ravaged by the disease now thrived with hope, each successful treatment a testament to Emily's resilience and determination. With her newfound influence, Emily launched initiatives aimed at educating others about the importance of medical research and ethical practices in pharmaceuticals. Meanwhile, Jason stood steadfastly by her side, supporting her efforts while using his expertise to ensure her safety from lingering threats. Their partnership deepened as they embraced their roles not just as allies but as advocates for a better future. However, whispers of dissent remained in the shadows, with former adversaries watching closely, plotting their next moves. Jason and Emily understood that challenges would continue to arise, but together, they felt equipped to face whatever lay ahead. With intertwined destinies, they committed to fostering hope and integrity in the world of medicine, ready to confront any darkness that threatened their vision for a brighter tomorrow.